Hello everybody, hope you're doing well. Welcome to, yes, I finally did it. I rank 5'd a champion. I rank 5 the Overseer. It's a bit of a weird one doing this. I personally, over the years, have changed my opinions on this particular champion. If you've seen a video like a long time ago, this one here, Overseer, great burst physical damage for this champ, but something feels missing. I think when it came to this, like when I was testing it out, I didn't really get the right rotation in when I was doing the test per se, and this champion has been out about 2 years. As time goes on, I'm not one to, the problem is like trying to remember how to play every single champion in this game is just so difficult at times. But maybe this was back when I was only using a 5-star version, so therefore didn't really kind of see the punch and the crunch that comes with it and from it. I don't know why I didn't use a 6-star version. Maybe there's a reason for it, but whatever. The fact is, there's a lot of things to kind of tick boxes here, and yeah, this champion for me kind of feels like it's one of those, I like it now. By the way, as my good friend Fist did point out to me, I could get the champion next week as a 7-star. It actually, like, word said like, what was it? I'm surprised you took Overseer to rank 5. He's going to be in a 7-star next week, but surprisingly uncommon and worthy choice. And you know, thanks for that. I kind of really enjoyed this champion. We've got some footage in a moment which we're going to like showcase. It's just one of these champions that I've had a fixation on for such a long time, and only very recently, I think in the last couple of months, got the champion and decided, look, I want to awake the champion. I do have other things to do with the champion still. So currently his signature level is 140. I do want that to be 200 signature. I think that will do some way to getting him close to that top prestige mark. He has 54,000 health on him. He has 4,410 attack rate, whatever that kind of like attribute means for anybody. But yes, I could pull this champion as a 7-star next week. And even though that slightly worries me, I don't care. Like, it's still a great champion. I didn't have much of a poison immunity option line, especially with taking on monthly quests, especially with having an option for things like Act content, and also other things. Like, I've got to go back and 100% Act 6, and that will be this champion will be a great option to take in for the likes of the Grandmaster, because he's reverse control immune. So that's one of the reasons that I decided, like, okay, well, let's kind of make this as an option. I've got a couple of options: Juggernaut, the Overseer. So there's ones out that I can go back into that fight, and I really would like to go in with more kind of like harder hitting champions to go, okay, well, let's take a rank 5 6-star against this particular content and see how it excels. This champion is really easy to kind of like rotate around, whether or not you are doing the building up retaliation, building up, and the thing is, you could just like, you can intercept the champions, or no, punish a heavy attack or punish a special attack, and you do burst damage. This is something that, again, we're trying to, like, you know, play into with the signature ability, which is currently at 3,258. You're going to see that in some of the footage in a minute, and also like a few other things. Like, there's some other great stuff. Champion is immune to nullify, fate seal, and stagger effects, which is kind of weird as a defender, because a lot of the time it doesn't really mean much, because let's face it, not many people use those particular champions, which are predominantly mystic-based champions, against science-based champions. But it's handy in any case if you're going up against something that has a node that is going to pre-apply it to you. So there's kind of like lots of kind of different things that's helpful. Immune to poisons, of course, most Hulks are, and that's great. And the cosmic mode, now that is a case, it's up to you how you want to rotate around that. Whether or not you build up to your gamma power, it's best to build up to gamma power 6 and either go to an SP3 rotation where you then come off the back of that, and then it's like medium light to the very end. SP1 medium light. You're going to see the footage in a minute with the suicide masteries. I personally prefer non-suicides with this champion, and that's just because a lot of the time it depends how the situation. If you're like, oh, I'm going up against high hit pool champions, then that's great. You can just SP3 rotate and then go through that. If you want to ever throw in an SP1, which a lot of the time you may want to do in order to keep up the aggression, put a stun debuff on to get, or do regeneration, which sometimes isn't kicking out as much health to kind of compensate for the recoil damage, then again, that's something we'll cover in the video. I'll talk over it when it's kind of like done. I think without further ado, I'm going to stop talking and roll some footage. So first of all, kicking off with some non-suicide mastery footage. First of all, this was something I captured before changing my masteries over on the CCP test server. So we're punishing there the punishing there the heavy attack that was put on me, just so I can get like right into the mode. I personally like a different way of rotating out, which you're going to see in the suicide mastery kind of showcase, where I like to do a parry, then do an SP3, then come out of it and start being aggressive on the front foot with medium, light, and just do that rotation. But I guess it's down to like personal preference and what you like when it comes to taking on a champion. I love the burst damage you do at like 11, 8k, 11k, whatever k it is. It's just really nice. There's a lot of damage. I went in SP2 there. You can get energized, build up, and SP2, and then loads of SP1s based on power rotation. Again, it's up to you. Like as I said, like I love the burst damage. This physical or this burst damage from this champion is great. Whether or not you're, I was a bit hesitant there. I should have gone back in. Whether or not you're kind of like up on it with your SP1 rotations. Again, it's down to personal preference on what you like to do. Throwing in a taunt now and again, just to kind of like get the champion throwing special attacks, which helps into retaliation when you're punishing special attacks. SP1 rotations for the win. Medium, light, because we got our cosmic mode, and we're getting all kind of cosmic. Unfortunately, I can't be as aggressive because the enemy champion hasn't thrown a special attack. So we're kind of like, it kind of tailed off there with the cosmic. Not great, but this is taken from a Thronebreaker difficulty, and yeah, it's like, I really enjoy this champion. More so when I'm rotating correctly or more thoroughly. I mean, look, you get that cosmic mode back quite quickly, which is brilliant. You can either, as soon as you get it back, it's great. It's like, okay, well, I'm going to throw a taunt on you, do a bit of retaliation. I can choose what I want to do. Do I want to do a taunt? No. Yes. Put debuffs on you? Yes. I mean, it's handy for stuff like, you know, if we got, do you remember, man, Whittled Down? Like, it's been a while since I've seen a Whittled Down. Well, I said that was probably, we've had it like a month's quest or something. In any case, right, back to the footage. SP1 rotations for the win with this one. Just being aggressive, medium, light, all those bursts, beautiful bits of damage. And look, could I have chosen Quicksilver and got more burst damage from whiplashes and stuff like that? Of course, I more than likely could have. But I can use my Overseer in poison immune options. There's utility there. There's other things going on, which I really like about the champion. However, though, we have got to enjoy something and play through. So we got to move on to now the Suicide Mastery footage. Yep, so here we go with the footage, and look, it's another option. I like this because with Synthesize, the champion builds up past power quickly. When enemies build up power bars, you're able to get your Gamma power up. Get your Gamma power up, you're able to kind of like get some kind of, you know, quick access to that. SP1 rotation if you so choose. But, you know, we all like that SP3 rotation on this champion. I'm just trying to encourage the enemy to kind of throw special attacks. Come on. So we've got Special Concussion up, building up to 6. Got the 6 Gamma power up there. SP3 time is imminent as we be a bit aggressive. I don't know what, I think he just randomly threw it there for some reason. Shouldn't really done that. Should have done what I said, which was like I'd go into a parry then from SP3, but I don't think it really matters. Look at that 10k. Look at that big amount of damage right there with that champion. It is meaty. It is nice. It is, well, yeah, like he's pretty much gone. 60 odd hits. Pretty nice. Yeah, great. Brilliant. Yeah, I'm really happy with this choice, mainly because I plan to use him in a few different areas. I like using him on a monthly basis. And I think when I've got these kind of champions that I can use in Alliance Wars, Alliance Quest, and also find use in the likes of Act content, I'm probably going to use this guy in Act 8, which I need to kind of get on with doing. Then yeah, I rank this champion up because I enjoy the champion. I didn't right at the beginning when it was released, but I really enjoy him now. There could have been other options. Spider-Man 2099 may have been a good option. But here's the thing. We're probably going to get loads of rank up resources at some stage. So I'm happy with my choice. And yeah, thank you very much for watching this video. That's been it. Check out some other content, which will be located on screen right now. Have a great day, whatever you're doing. And bye-bye.